Hey everybody, this is Krewella DeVille of React Radio.
And this is Kaizen Krewella, React Radio. We're live at the Hideout. How y'all doing?
What's good, you guys? I'm back.
And guess who's back?
Guess who's been back? Krewella.
Kwella's back from DC. I'm back from Dubai.
Oh my God.
Got him. Mm-hmm. No, but I'm glad you back. Had me in here all tender and lonely and stuff.
I didn't say that.
But how was your experience over there in DC?
It was so incredible. I got a chance to network with a lot of different people from different backgrounds in terms of professionally, racially, financial background. It was just a lot of opportunities there for me to branch out and get to know people in different areas, to do networking, business ventures and stuff like that, potential business ventures.
Right.
And we learned a lot about the things that's going on in different communities across the United States when it comes to gentrification and displacement of people of color due to white, how can I put this? People coming in from outside of the community, buying up the community, and then pushing the natives out.
Oh, okay, right.
So we learned a lot about that, and like I said, it was truly a wonderful experience. Very awesome. I couldn't ask for anything better.
Can you speak on why you took the trip to DC?
I took this trip because I am an AmeriCorps Vista member, and that is through NeighborWorks. So it's different than just being a regular Vista. The training that I went to was a NeighborWorks Training Institute, and so they hold that at different points throughout the year. There's one coming up, I believe it's in March or April, that's going to be in Kansas City, Kansas. Okay. So that I know that's going to be cool, but I'm not going to be able to go to that one. But this one was awesome, and it gave Vistas, along with different people from other backgrounds, a chance to just come together, brainstorm ways on how we can gain more volunteers to help the community and cultivate leadership inside of the community. It's just attacking things from different aspects in our community.
Okay. How was the weather over there? Was it snowing? Was it cold?
It did not snow until it was time for me to leave, and that's why my flight was so delayed. I got in probably at 2 a.m, but it was really cold. It was cold, but it wasn't a Muskegon cold, because I'm out there in the air sweating.
Wow.
It was different. No snow over there. I understand that they only get snow, like they pray for white Christmas, but generally they get their snow January to March.
Oh, okay.
And then I told like March, April, they get like 60-degree weather. So I was kind of jealous about that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then I came back to the blizzard of 2017.
Yeah.
In Michigan.
I tried to tell you. Out of everything you did over there, what was the most memorable thing?
The most memorable was hanging with my family, being with my niece and being with my cousins. And it wasn't the fact that we did things together. It was just enjoying their time in their element. I was able to see my niece grow and be independent, and I don't know how I feel about that, but she's in her own. She would say, "Oh, in Howard, and they have a good law program, but I might want to go to NYU and do their law program." And I'm just sitting there in awe, like, "That's my baby. You go, you do what you want." And she's showing me around. Right. I'm the newbie, so that was awesome. Same thing with my big cousin. She took me around. We did some things. We went home to her house. We laughed. We drank. We had fun. It was awesome. It was awesome.
Wow, that's good. The food.
Oh,
you was posted. You was over there eating up some stuff, and I was like, that I was jealous of.
Oh.
I'm like, oh shit, she just gonna go over there and just eat all this stuff. I'm over here, can barely cook for myself a little bit, and fast food joint and everything, and you over here eating Portuguese food and Mediterranean food and what's the chili burgers and all this stuff, and calling me
right?
Listen, babe, I don't want to hear that. I'm hungry too.
Okay, I'm sorry, but that was the whole plan, because I'm getting my master's in business, and one of the things that brings us together globally, regardless as to what country you are in, food.
Yeah.
That's one thing that we can
Cuisine.
relate to. So I told myself I'm going to challenge my palate, and that's what I've been doing this year, and just going to try different things. Turns out Portuguese food is not bad at all. It's almost like jerk chicken, but then not quite. It's awesome. I liked it. The meat was, it looked dry, but it was kind of juicy with I got lemon herb. I couldn't deal with the extra spicy, but that's what Portuguese food is consisting of, spices. But it was awesome. That rice was so good. Oh my gosh.
I see you over here having a flashback right now.
Yes.
Y'all hear that? She steady rubbing it in. I just seen her told her how I felt. Steady rubbing it in.
I'm sorry.
Krewella.
And then I've tried Mediterranean before. This so that was different. I was, the thing about Mediterranean food is I always taste it like hours after I eat it too.
Yeah.
So that's kind of different. But yeah, I plan on, like I said, challenging my palate to go beyond the things that I normally eat, because I'm just not gonna sit down and say, "Ooh, let's have some gator." But a lady that I met out of Norfolk, Virginia, she was like, "Oh yeah, you need to get you some gator bites and get you some what did she say? Oh my God, it was all kind of stuff.
Frog legs.
Yeah, she said frog legs.
Frog legs taste like chicken though,
and that's what she said. I said, I'll take your word for it.
People say like, well, black people think everything tastes like chicken. No, literally, I have had frog legs. They do taste like chicken.
Yeah, and see, I like I said, globally, it's a different type of taste out there. Remember when we went to the Coca-Cola Museum and you and Bryce were standing by that Beverly machine getting people to drink that German Coca-Cola?
That Beverly Coca-Cola.
And it was bitter. And that just is a testament to how different our taste buds are across this world, because that stuff was bitter. Now the Latin American Coca-Cola was real sweet though.
Yeah, I almost got beat up to doing that with Bryce. The playing them pranks. We got them people drinking that Beverly Coca-Cola from Europe. I think it was actually, I'm gonna say specifically Germany.
That was German.
It was German, and
that was some nasty stuff. But to them, they like it. That's their brand of Coke.
To each his own.
And like I said, we can't just say ew, because I actually am in a class with one of my cohorts, and she is from the Ivory Coast. She talks about how she doesn't like to eat her food around people because, she eats stuff like fried plantains and things like that. And
more like a vegetarian.
Exactly, and it has a different smell than what we're used to. So she's like, people say ill, and she's like, you should never say ill to people food because this is something that I grew up eating all along. How can you tell me that what I'm eating is nasty?
Right.
So yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm trying to broaden my horizons on that front, because I know there is going to be a time where I'm going to be just sitting there and something's going to be on my plate and I have no poker face.
Like, oh my God, what is this? Yeah.
And this is going to come out all wrong. So hopefully I just have God's grace to bite my tongue and just forge through that episode to just take it and taste it.
Another question, as far like you said, as far as like the networking, meeting other people and all that stuff, how was it going to Busboys and Poets compared? Listen, I'm not done. Compared to the open mics that you have been to and all that stuff, like locally or anywhere else. How was Busboys and Poets? Because Busboys and Poets is like a national poetry event thing.
Yeah.
So how was that experience?
It was quite eye-opening. What we have to realize, though, is that the building itself is called Busboys and Poets, so it's geared towards having an event for poets,
yes.
So they have the coloring room. The one that I went was on 5th and K, although they have six
nationally.
Nationally, right.
They have 3 in the DC area.
Yes, they do. So the one that I went to, like I said, it was downtown DC, on 5th and K. They have the coloring room, County Cullen, and it's like off to the back, and it's a fairly nice size room. So you have your regular bar area, then you have the stairs that leads to another area. So that's all general common room area, and then they have a space that's dedicated to the poets and their scene and the stage and all that stuff. And then you have the people come in, the waiters, waitresses, and they help you, and you can get just as much food or whatever drink as you would in the general area. So the setup itself is different than what I've seen here. The different poets, their flavor, it was beyond anything that I have experienced. It was more so taking me back to the 90s rap era, you know, when people were just talented.
You say one of the guys mentioned Razzcast?
Yeah, the guys that I put on Facebook, the Fifth L. If you listen to them, they got the going. I was so just enamored by that whole experience. I think it was 20 minutes of pleasure there because they just got the going, and it was so many other. It was local talent, you know. It was people that was from the Baltimore area that came.
She came back thinking she got new lingo and talking about the B-more area. Like, we know what that is. Baltimore. I'm gonna put my accent on it too. Baltimore.
Man, it's just a different culture over there, and I love the way that they try to keep it and throw it back out and let people experience it, because that was truly an experience.
How was
going
the
to Bus
attendance?
Boys.
Was it standing room?
Standing room only at one point.
Yeah.
At one point, it was just if you have a seat next to you, raise your hand type stuff, and it was like 1 or 2 hands, so you had to stand. They even put people up on the stage. It was 3 chairs on the stage. I
think I seen that in one of your videos.
The guy, the one I told you, I was like, oh, it was a poet that was tall, and he pretty much looked like you, a taller version of you. He turned around and told the people that was sitting on the stage, oh, you guys have the messed up seat, the worst seat that ain't what he said. He said the effed up seat in the building. And the light was on them. They couldn't really talk and stuff like that. And then you watching the back of the poet.
Right.
So, but other than that, yeah, it was a great setup. I think it was set up for them to be successful. They had different hosts from the other bus boys and poets come out that night too. And every night, 5 nights a week, they have something in terms of poetry going on at Bus Boys and Poets at the 5 different ones. Right. So from Monday to Friday, you can go to a Bus Boys somewhere in your area out there and hear some great spoken word. In that, I was like, wow. So they got it all covered. And the one that I went to actually did it on Wednesdays. Yeah. So.
And that's, you say I was jealous about you was gone and all that stuff. That's what I was really mad about. I'm like, she get to go to Bus Boys and Poets. Like, oh my gosh, she's taking one of my bucket list goals for me.
And it was truly an experience, like I said. And the drinks and the food. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. The food and the drinks there were awesome. They had a drink called Airplane Mode. I couldn't even really finish it. Wow. I'm like, when they brought it to me, I'm like, this little cup, what is that going to do? And then I'm like, ooh, this little cup. What did it do?
Put you on airplane mode.
Right, airplane mode.
Autopilot.
Yes. It was then, I was like, okay, y'all gonna have to just bring me some red wine. Sweet, please. Sweet. And that was even dope. I was like, yeah, keep them coming. And the food, awesome, elegant, just nice little atmosphere. I definitely will be going back within the next 2 to 3 years, but before that, we got some other business moves and ventures to go off into and make. Yeah. So travel plans will be coming.
Most definitely. Is there anything else you want to tell us about the DC area? As far as historical sites you was able to go to and see? Or
I didn't so much as get to go out and do the tourist thing and see the sights. I could have, but I kind of felt guilty because I didn't have my babies with me and you weren't with me, so I kind of